Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I've got this really super cute birthday card. It's just so fun, this birthday card using the Birthday Wit stamp set. Now this is in our Occasions catalog and it has some really funny sayings, and so I just thought this is your fat-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, carb-free, caffeine-free, peanut-free, dairy-free birthday card. And I can honestly say that I eat all of those or drink. So anyway, this is in our Occasions catalog. Like I said, you can find this on page 9. And, you know, you may have overlooked this, but it's just such a fun card. I used some of our Bubbles and Fizz Designer Series paper that's in the Celebration catalog. There's just a little over a week left of Celebration, so you can still earn this Designer Series paper for free. It just makes such for a cute card. So why don't we get started? I'll show you all the products that you will need. And you'll have to apologize. I have a little bit of a cold, I guess. It's been going on for a little over a week, so I'm finally got the congestion part. Anyway, so the inks that we'll be using today are Memento Tuxedo ink. You're going to need Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, and Lemon Lime Twist. You're also going to need to grab your silver metallic thread along with your Whisper White Baker's Twine. I'm using the birthday mini binder clips, so you can see here that I attached one to the very top of this banner. This is in our Occasions catalog. And then for the cardstock, I have a piece of lemon lime, that's not lemon lime, how about Bermuda Bay? Bermuda Bay cardstock, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, and let's go ahead and score this at 4 1/4. And this will make our regular card size A2 card. And I'll just burnish this on the score line. Give it a nice crease. So we've got, like I said, a regular A2 size card. So this is 4 1/4 by 5.5. All right. Then I've taken a piece of our Bubbles and Fizz Designer Series paper. Like I said, this is a celebration item that you can earn for free. When you spend $50 or more in my online store, you can select this. And this is the other side, so it is double-sided. I just thought this little bubble pattern was really cute. And looks like I've got a little bit of a black smudge on here, so I'm going to put this at the top to be able to cover that up. This is just a 1/4 inch smaller, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to grab my snail, and we can go ahead and attach this to the front of the card base, making sure I've got my little smudge at the top. And just want to make sure that it's even around all the 4 borders, just like so. You're also going to need a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. We'll hold on to this after we stamp, but this measures, let's see here, this measures 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. And then I have my Whisper White cardstock where we're going to do our stamping. Now this is for the banner. And I'm going to cut this down on the sides, but I wanted to leave it just a little bit wide so I can make sure that I can position the stamp properly in the center. This is 4 3/4 of long, and it's going to be about a 1 3/4. Like I said, I'm going to stamp it and just cut it down. All right, so let's go ahead and ink our stamp up in our black ink. This is what we're going to be doing first. And you just really want to make sure that you just get the top and the bottom inked up well. The middle part, if you don't get it inked up well, that's okay, because we're going to be covering that up in the different colors. And I want to make sure that I leave a little bit of space at the top for the binder clip to be able to clip on the top of the banner, but then I also want to leave enough at the bottom to be able to notch it. So I'm just going to come probably in 1/2 inch down from where from the top of the cardstock. So that looks good. Maybe a little bit more than 1 inch. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here in the middle of the cardstock and cut it up. And then I will come from each corner and meet that notch. There we go. So you may have to, you know, trim it a few times to kind of get it right, but that gives you the idea. And then the next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and clean this stamp, and we're going to stamp it 3 more times in our 3 colors. So Bermuda Bay, Lemon Lime Twist, and Calypso Coral. Some scratch cardstock. And let's go ahead and ink this up in Lemon Lime Twist. And this is where we're going to be cutting out certain words. And I just love this. It just gives the card just some fun little interest. And then we'll be popping them up and just makes a super cute card. And of course, not everybody, but a lot of people are definitely trying to eat a more gluten-free diet, so it's just kind of funny. Okay, and I'm going to come right here, and then I should be able to get the Bermuda Bay next to that. And here you do want to make sure that you get good coverage on those words that have the block around it, because we are going to be cutting those out. So I'm bringing back the sampling, and you can see how I went Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Lemon Lime Twist, and then just repeated that. You can follow this if you like, or you can cut them up, the words in whichever color you prefer, but I'm going to just follow my example. And I'm going to speed this up so that you don't have to watch me cut in real time. Okay, so we've got everything cut out. So let's go ahead and bring back our banner. And what I did is, on this one, I popped everything up, but I think for this one, I'm gonna just see what I like better. I think what I'm gonna do is use my snail and put everything flat on here, and then I'm gonna pop up the banner. So what you do is you just come in here and you'll just cover up each of those words. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to trim off the sides, and if I have to adjust my banner, I will. I was wondering why it didn't look right. So I suggest doing this before you cut your banner on the bottom, before you notch it. I need to cut a little bit more on this side. Okay, that looks good. All right, so let me recut this. That looks fine. And that's the good thing about leaving it long like I did. It gives you that flexibility to make adjustments if you need to. Okay, so now this is going to go, if I can get it, this is just going to go right here. I want to make sure that the cardstock is not hanging down below here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of snail just here in the center of the Calypso Coral. So you want the white to hang off the top and the bottom. Let me center that a little bit better. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take one of the binder clips and I'm going to grab the Bermuda Bay and I'm just going to clip it to the top and just leave it like that. And then let's get some of our Whisper White Baker's Twine and I'm going to tie a bow and then to just attach it to the front of the clip with the glue dot. Okay. And I'm just taking my scissors, the tip, and I'm just kind of rolling the glue dot. And then I'm just going to put it right there in the center of the clip. Come on. There we go. And then I'll just mush the knot into the glue dot. And then let's just trim. I'm going to leave the tails a little bit longer than I normally do. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to bring the card back in, but I'm not done yet. What I'm going to do is put some dimensionals on the back. And I'm just going to put some right here in the center first. This is where I'm going to use to anchor the metallic thread. So I'm just going to grab, I just kind of eyeball this. I get quite a bit. And then I'm just going to wrap this around my fingers. And this is kind of like that fun nesting technique. Just gives the card just a little bit of texture. And what I like to do, if there's any ends that are hanging off, I just grab the end and then I'll just put it into one of the dimensionals. And so there you can kind of see what it's going to look like. And then from here, I'll put a lot more. I'll come back in and put even more dimensionals on. Okay, so let's bring our card base back in. And so, perfect. I'm going to be able to cover up that little smudge. And this way, the paper, the binder clip is kind of off from the card a little bit, whereas this was flat and everything was back. I'm not quite sure which one I like better, but you can make that choice, okay? And then to complete the card, I'm using our glitter epoxy shapes. These are also in our annual catalog, and I'm just going to use a couple of the large shapes, or the large circles, and then I'll use a smaller circle. So I'll put one here, and just gives it a little bit of interest, kind of gives it a little bit of sparkle. There we go. And that's the finished card. Really simple, really fun. I think anybody who gets this will just get a good laugh out of it. But just so cute, using our Bubbles and Fizz designer series paper, which is a celebration item. Like I said, it ends March 31st. So today is Tuesday, the 20th. I think today's the 20th. So just a little over a week left. And that was also using the Birthday Wit stamp set. All right, guys, well, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Make sure that you use the March Hostess code when you shop with me online so that you can get a free gift along with the free Lots of Lavender March card class. Okay, guys, well, have a great day, and I'll see you later this week. Bye.